This is the single fastest monitor that I've ever used in my entire life. It's the Lenovo Legion Y27qf-30. It is a 27-inch 1440p monitor coming in at a regular refresh rate of 240 Hz, but coming built out of the box with an overclock that you can apply, getting it up to 250 Hz. And Lenovo sponsored this video for me to show you everything that the Y27qf-30 has up its sleeve and for you to be able to enjoy it at home. First up, let's just talk about the beautiful design language that Lenovo has going on here. The rectangular aspects of the sides of the monitor gets translated into this back hub area here that also kind of reflects the Lenovo Legion symbol. The interlocking plastic shapes help to give it a nice little pop on the back side so that you can have it visually stand out in your setup in case you want to, but there's no RGB glow going on anywhere that kind of screams gamer. It just has some refined aesthetics to it. But also on that back side, what you'll find back there is a USB hub with a total of 4 USB-A ports. You've got 2 HDMI 2.0 ports, a DisplayPort 1.4 port, and then also a headphone jack on the side that's actually quite close to you, especially if you're playing close to your monitor. But this 10-bit IPS panel coming in at that 1440p resolution is kind of that sweet spot for high-end gaming these days. At 27 inches, the pixel density on a monitor like this is incredible. Then you top it off with that high refresh rate. Even if you're using an RTX 4090 like I happen to be right now, playing this fast-paced third-person shooter game, you're gonna be able to take full advantage of it in these scenarios, but also still have an immaculate-looking screen in case you want to play something that's not necessarily going to hit that 250 FPS like Cyberpunk 2077. Let's say you turn on path tracing or get the settings as high as you want them to go. This resolution is going to make the AAA titles really pop. And then with the IPS panel, you're going to be able to sit 178 degrees for your monitor and still have accurate colors being represented to you on this 10-bit panel. You also have half a second of mean pixel response time, allowing you to have your movements translated into the game very quickly. You also have 2 3-watt speakers in case you want to listen to what's going on in the game, not necessarily on the headphones that you're plugging into that 3.5mm port, but it also has 400 nits of brightness, which means that it has the VESA Display HDR 400 certification, so it does support HDR. Additionally, you have the stand that the monitor rests on. You can do VESA mounting if you want, but it does have this stand down below, which actually has a nifty little phone holder in case you want to use it for that, as well as allowing you to get to height adjustment, as well as pivot and rotation so that you can position the monitor however it is that you want. And in case you want to leave it like this, the stand supports it. Maybe there's some extra gaming prowess for you to unlock if the monitor's set up like this. But then lastly, in order to make sure that you're taking advantage of the screen while you're gaming, it does have support for adaptive sync, specifically AMD FreeSync Premium, thanks to the fact that it does have that HDR certification, making this a very well-balanced monitor. The 250 Hz refresh rate definitely pushes it to that next level, just slightly above what you find in the rest of the competition with 1440p and 240 Hz. The Lenovo Legion Y27qf-30 just has that extra little bit, that extra little sweet sauce of that 10 Hz overclock, allowing you to get to 1/4 of a kilohertz in a single panel. Again, fastest display that I've ever used. I've not had the opportunity to get my hands on 360 Hz at this point, so I think Lenovo's trying to push me a little bit further in my gaming career to find out how much I can appreciate from all of those extra clock cycles on the panel. But you can check out the Lenovo Legion Y27qf-30 for yourself at the link in the video description. Big thanks again to Lenovo for sponsoring this video, and we'll see you in the next video, friends. Cheers.